message will find you. I'm hoping that it finds you well. I'm uneven where we're going, only time will tell. Oh, no, no. Only love will keep us together. Only love will set us free.
No time for violence, negativity we throw out to blindness. We not go let bad mind come divide us. Individuality all behind us. Tulilelewa tukijuana, tukiwa vijana, hatuna haja ya kuzozana. You are my brother.
Jirani yako mpende kama unavyopenda kupendwa. Baba, send your peace from heaven for our children and the future. Amani na iwe, amani na iwe Kenya we.
Amani ndiyo nguvu tuilinde. Wisdom is calling from above. Kenya, love is our strength forever. Kenya belongs to God. Kenya belongs to God.
Naishi na machaji bila noma. Kileta vurugu hizi panda tutambui. Hawa wachocheza utatukoma. Mayutu wameshikana makabila tubagui. Na dream juu ya future nye mayutu najijenga kwa society. Naingiza kakitu na currency variety. Leo kichoma mtani unadhani mokoro ataishi. Ka unajali family ama ni ndo inastahiliki.
Hope and pray, we're gonna find a way. The storms will fade away. The sun will shine again. Whenever you pray, blessings will come your way. Better and brighter days. Kenya is here to stay. Twende mbele, tuko pamoja, tusimame pamoja kwa upendo wa Kenya. Twende mbele, tuko pamoja, tusimame pamoja kwa upendo wa Kenya.
Kimoja, tuko kimoja nani, sote ni kioo cha jamii. Washo tuko kimoja nani, sote ni kioo cha jamii.
Kenya future bright, hakuna siku takwa stuck on any chapter. Message yetu ni amani, hiyo ndio hashtag. Collective strength ni unity tosha. When we live as family, you need immunity proper. We got a job, na ni sisi ndio natungoja. Protect this generation, juu sisi ni damu moja. Mimi Mkenya daima, you'll find me in these streets. Spreading love, juu even the sea preach peace.
Tusimame pamoja, upendo wa Kenya. Tuko pamoja, tusimame pamoja, upendo wa Kenya. Twende mbele, tuko pamoja, tusimame pamoja, twende mbele, tuko pamoja, tusimame pamoja, upendo wa Kenya.
Kenya ni yetu sisi sote. Ni wajibu wetu kudumisha amani. One people, one nation, one day.
Good evening and welcome to The Nest. I'm your host, Maureen Waititu, and here we speak real stories from real people. Tonight, it's a bit twisty and it's amazing because we're going to address creating wealth through business management. And we have an amazing guest who happens to be an author, a businesswoman, procurement expert, a wonderful woman who fears God, and she wears her hats beautifully. And we hope that we're going to learn something from her journey tonight. And just before we introduce her, do watch this short video and we'll be right back.
Wealth creation is the accumulation of assets, especially those that generate income over a long period of time. The wealth creation process is a journey that a person follows to build their personal wealth over time. There are two basic ways of making money: through earned income or passive income. Earned income comes from what you do for a living, while passive income is derived from investments. Wealth can be defined as the sum total of assets we own, be it real estate, cash, gold, stocks, mutual fund units, and so on, after deducting any liabilities. Wealth is also a relative term. Whether an individual is wealthy or not depends on the benchmark we set for ourselves based on our dreams. You may call yourself wealthy if you have enough to fulfill all your dreams. One cannot create wealth by just earning more money. You have to invest your savings to create a parallel stream of income. This process of investing your saved money to grow your wealth by choosing investments that align with your financial goals is wealth creation. One of the key objectives of wealth creation is the ability to generate wealth passively by investing money that has been earned previously. As the type of goal and time horizon varies from one individual to another, there is no single guaranteed way to create wealth. On the show today, we delve more into wealth creation.
Welcome back. And now we're going to meet our beautiful, beautiful guest, a woman who has done what most have not. Already, just being in her presence, I'm encouraged and I can't wait to learn about what she does. And without further ado, I'll allow her to introduce herself. Gladys.
Thank you so much, Maureen.
Karibu sana. Karibu.
Really grateful.
Yes.
I also thank God for just the opportunity
Yes.
to be here today.
Yes.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
You know, in our show we talk to young people and our topics go from, you know, parenting to health, and this is, I think, the first time we're talking about wealth.
Okay.
You know, and I'm very grateful that you could join us and grace us with your presence. And I want to know, who is Gladys? And I know your name is with a C-E, not S like we're used to.
Very true.
Who is Gladys?
Okay, so my name, as you rightly said, my name is Gladys Musyoki.
Yes.
I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a auntie, a grandmother. I do wear many hats.
Yes.
But above all, I am an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I'm a farmer and also procurement professional.
Wow.
Yeah, so my journey started quite a while.
Yes.
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 Yeah, so the interesting part is that when I was in school, I graduated with business administration and food and science.
Sorry,
Yes.
Gladys.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I want to take the juice out of your story.
Yes.
Maybe you can even take us further back and tell us about your background, you know, as a child.
Okay.
Yes, where were you born? How many siblings? How was your bringing up?
Okay, I grew up in a farm.
Yes.
Yes, Bomet County. There is a place called Sotik.
Sotik?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. My parents, fortunately, both are dead. My dad passed away in '98, and I lost my mom a month ago. Yes.
May she rest in
Yes.
peace as well.
We are 7 siblings. I'm the 6th born in a family.
Wow.
So I really grew up in a rural setup.
Yes.
Yes, my mother was a teacher.
Yes.
So growing up, I grew up in a farm with cows, with goats, and you know, doing farming.
Yes.
So practically by the time I was 10, 12 years,
Yes.
I could actually practically do everything in a farm. Yes,
Milk
I could
the
yes,
cows.
milk the cows, cook in a,
Yes.
you know, a 3-stone, all
Yes,
that. Yes.
yes.
But after that, my father used to work in those days. It's currently Unilever, Brookbond.
Okay.
So I joined him there. So that is when I transitioned into, of course, initially it was in school, we were talking vernacular.
Of course,
Yes.
yes.
But that's when I transitioned into a school where a proper school being taught in English and Kiswahili.
Okay.
So I can say that is the first time I really had to struggle because I've come from a school I'm talking vernacular,
Yes.
and I know how to change transition quickly
Yes.
to learning English.
Yes.
So that was my first challenge in life, and I
Yes.
think that's when I started to learn to really stand on my own and really focus.
Yes.
So that was, so I finished high school, I
Yes.
went to college. That's what I was telling you. Now in college, I did food and nutrition, BSc, and business administration.
Wow.
So when I graduated, actually I wasn't focused on doing what I studied.
Yes, a lot
so,
of first thoughts.
yes. So I finished school and I started looking for a job, which actually took me quite a while because at that point I wasn't really sure what am I looking for. So finally I ended up in procurement. At that point, I really didn't know even what a procurement is. Yes. So I joined this telecom company. It was a telecom company, and I was employed as a stock controller. So at that point, I wasn't sure what am I supposed to do here. I did the job for 1 year. Right. Then for 1 year, I'm asking myself, as a stock controller, where am I going? Yes. That is the point now I started going to the internet, finding out as a stock controller, what is the way forward, what is your plan. So at that point I found that under stock controller there's logistics, there's procurement, there's warehousing. So at that point, because the only thing that where I was, there was procurement, so I decided to go to procurement. But before I joined, then of course I went to the head of procurement. I told them I'm interested. Then they asked, then I was told, you have to have papers. So I went, look around, got a local college. I did a diploma in purchasing and supplies. When I finished that, going back, I was told, this is not recognized. I've come with a diploma, I've passed it, I've told you. So now I'm left wondering, where do I go? So again, he told me for that, you need there's a course called CIPS, Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supplies. So at that point again, I had to go back to school, which took me another like 3 years. Finally, I graduated and within another 1 year, that's when I joined procurement. So you can actually see my journey. It's been a lot of patience, a lot of focus, but finally I managed to join procurement. So when I joined procurement, I stayed for about 8 years. Then I moved into public. So you can see that my life I've been doing a lot of things. From I'm in procurement, I've been private, I'm in public. So that's really my journey.
That's brilliant. And it sits perfectly with the thing that we do here on the Nest. And this is to, we millennials, we are known to be very microwave. We want everything done yesterday. But here's Gladys, so patient, going for her first job, getting a desire to do something else, going to school twice. Twice.
Doing the same course.
Different,
yes.
And eventually getting into what you needed to do. And I think now we can come back to talking to these young people. What are the first things in terms of self-development would you talk to them about?
What I would talk to the young people about is integrity. It is very key in our lives, whether you are in entrepreneurship, whether you're in a business, whether you're employed, even as a family person. It is very key that you are focused, that you have integrity. That means that you have to be very honest in what you do. You have to be accountable, especially like in my field, procurement. Procurement has many notions that especially like for nowadays, the young people are really fast to move procurement, thinking that is where the money is. But I really want to tell them procurement is not about making money. It's about adding value in an organization. It's about having structures and processes in place that can add value in an organization. So what I will tell the young people is that don't be too fast. I know especially the young ones, they really want to get results. They want to get rich today. They want to get results now. But it needs a lot of patience. Whatever you've decided that this is the line you want to pick, you really have to be very patient. You have to be very consistent and be very focused. And once you identify what you want to do, it's really important to really take time, understand what you want to do, and really focus on that. Another thing also I would like to tell the young people is to be very consistent. Because it is important that even like now Gladys, the Gladys you see at home, the Gladys you see in church, the Gladys you see at workplace, it has to be the same person. It's not the person like today. If somebody else was to see me maybe at home or maybe in church, they would be like, is that the same person? Yes. So for young people, it's really important that you are consistent in whatever you are doing. And then with technology now, things have really changed. So the market has really opened up. The world has become a global village. Yeah. So what I would also encourage them is to venture out there. There are so many things that can be done. Yeah. For example, like now for me during COVID, during the lockdown.
Yes.
So that is a time we were at home. We are basically almost like 24/7 in the house. When we are working, you're working from home.
Yes.
So that is actually at one point when I was just sitting in the house, I remember it was on a Saturday, then I got a call from a friend called Christine.
Right.
So she told me this webinar I'm having, if you would like to join. So I joined the webinar, and in the process I entered a class called Wealth Messenger class.
Wow.
Yes, we had a very good instructor. He was called Geoffrey. So in the process of taking that class, that is when now he taught us that in this life you have to create value. You have to create value in yourself so that you can make change.
Yes.
Because it's only when you improve on yourself.
Yes.
Yes, you actually earn when you got value.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is how even I started writing a book.
Right.
3 years.
Can tell us about, you know, this, I can see 2 books, and I can see one which is on wealth footprints and procurement simplified. So I'm assuming this is what we're talking about.
Yes. So today we are talking about wealth footprints.
Yes.
This is a very interesting book.
Yes.
We have co-authored with 13 authors.
No.
Yes. These
Wow.
are 13 ladies
Yes.
with 13 different stories.
Yes.
They talk about their journey, they
Yes.
about their expertise. So you get to see really how people have worked in this journey. Yeah, we have different stories about people who have lost loved ones and they've come out of it, people who have done several jobs and they've come out of it. So in this book, you are really taught about resilience in life. Yes. It tells you also about learning and, you know, just gaining knowledge. Yes. We have very many. I would encourage people to just buy the stories, the book, because it has beautiful stories, it has beautiful information, and a lot of learning. Yes, a lot of learning that would really encourage, especially the young ones. Yes.
And I know towards the end, you're going to tell us how we can get the books.
Yes.
All right. So before we even go to procurement, simplified procurement.
Yes.
I'm thinking you're also a mom.
Yes.
And with the things you've taught yourself, and it stands out to me how self-improvement has no end. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, here you are, you know, settled in your career, and you know you still hear of opportunities, and you attend this webinar, and then here you are, and I'm sure this is just you on the journey, not even anywhere close to where you need to be. But maybe you can talk to that young person. Maybe it's the things you teach your children. Let's start with that thought of what we've already addressed. Things just don't happen overnight. But maybe as entrepreneurs, there's some children who are just probably have already established, hey, I'm going to be an entrepreneur in my own category. And entrepreneurship right now does not stop. It can be just, you know, makeup. The things that we never used to think are careers, and you become the best in that. Earlier on, I had said, you know, people wait to reach a certain place, but talk to that person who has only probably nothing, but the desire is there, who has a little money, barely enough, probably. What are some of those steps, like a 2-year-old, that someone can take?
Yes, so what I can always say is that what is the most important thing is actually an idea. It's not even about the money. It's not even about the money. So once you've got an idea, you know that this is what you want to do. It's always good to, depending on what the idea you have, talk to the people. We have many mentors around. Maybe just share with people that this is what I want to do. And even if not that, maybe it's something just even, maybe a confidant, a mentor. Look for a mentor, and they'll be able to guide you. And also sometimes it's not actually about, like for example, now when we were writing, I can give an example when we were writing this book. The first time is that because we came in as a group. So even it meant in terms of financial, it was even it was easier doing a book. So because many people have asked me, so where do you start to write a book? Yes, and of course sometimes writing a book it's not easy, but yes. So it's just about, so long as you have that idea, yes, that is the most important thing. Yes, and then again, for young people, it's important to really have mentorship. It's really important to have someone just to hold your hand, to walk you through. Because in this life there are many challenges. There are many challenges. But if you can get someone, like now, if someone maybe is interested in procurement, just get someone who this is a person, is an expert in this area. Yes, they'll be able to walk you through. They'll be able to guide you through. Yes. Yeah.
So idea, have it, be solid.
Yes.
And then mentorship.
And
the more I think about mentorship, I have personally mentored quite a number of people.
Yes.
But I've never had the privilege to have a mentor, and it's something I accept. Where does one start?
Okay, to look for a mentor is, first of all, it has to be somebody you really, maybe the values of that person. Yes. You value, I mean, you have to see that somebody that you really maybe admire. Once you find, for example, you can find that a mentor can come from a family setup, a mentor can come from a work environment. Yes. So it depending on just the line you are in, it's that is how easy to get a mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, it should not be hard.
All right. So you just identify from your closest circle.
Yes.
Maybe in church.
It can be in church, it can be in the work environment, it can be in school, it can be even a teacher. It can, depending actually on what you want to do.
On what you want to do.
Yes.
Because I feel, sorry.
Because you have to get somebody to mentor you in the line that you are looking to do. Especially if it's a professional mentorship, especially if it's a work-related mentorship. But of course, if it's just a mentorship about life, you can. There's so many maybe life coaches. Maybe there's church. That is different. But if it's professional, you have to look at somebody who has excelled in that field.
Exactly. Because again, out of experience, I know there's a lot of unavailability. Yes, you might find this mentor, but they do not have time for you.
True.
Yes. Especially the more successful people are, the busier they are. And I feel like as now an adult, a mother, a wife, what can you tell? Because I mean, I could look up to you as a mentor because you're in a field that I've been searching up and down, to just have somebody to ask, like, how do you go about business? And I think we're going to go deeper into that. What can you tell people who are in a position to mentor in your own way?
Yeah, I would like to tell, especially the people who are already grown in their profession, the people who are maybe even in church, to actually take this mentorship role very seriously, so that they can handwork the young people who are coming up. So especially those people who are in the workforce, it's important if actually they can pick that. But what I find when you're asking me about how do you get a mentor, whenever you are in a profession or in a cycle, you'll always find that there's someone who is willing to take your hand and work with you. Because again, you see right now, maybe somebody I admire is, it has to be realistic. Because like maybe somebody I admire is Michelle Obama. Of course, I don't have access to her. So you have to be realistic and look for somebody who is reachable and within a cycle. Because there are many people who can mentor.
All right. So we've broken down the aspect of now getting into what you want to get into, whether it's a professionalism of sorts or a business. So maybe let's talk a bit about business. You're a businesswoman, and you have again, like we had said earlier, baptism by fire. You've tried things your own way, not by the textbook. So let's go back to this young person now who has the burning idea and desire to start something. In terms of finances, how do they go about it? Because I know that's a heavily asked question and a heavily integrated idea. of, okay, I have the idea, where do I go to? Because you can walk into a bank and
Yes,
get a
yes,
loan.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of all those steps.
Yeah.
And so I'm asking all these questions because I'm already putting myself in their shoes, and I also want to learn.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So the first thing, as I said, is that it's important to have a business idea.
Yes.
Once you have the business idea, then you have to break it down. For example, you have a goal. Maybe you have a goal even to maybe do something like a media house. But you see, the finances, yes. That is something that can really weigh you down.
Yes.
But the best thing is to really now look at the specifics, break it down to very small goals, that maybe if I can do this first, then do this, so that slowly and progressively, then you will reach your goal.
Exactly.
Yes. So when you look at, once you have the business idea, look at those small quick wins that you can do with maybe very minimal, maybe doesn't need a lot of money. Yes. So that as you progress, now progressively, once you do something small, then you're able to progress. And so because sometimes, you know, you find the young people, they really want to do big things, but you see that involves a lot of money.
Wow,
yes.
yeah.
So look at your bigger goal, just break it down. Yes. What for example, like for me, I really love farming.
Yes.
I want to be, you know, a big dairy farmer. But you see, I cannot, I'm looking at maybe, you know, keeping cows, you know, but I cannot start that overnight. So I have to look at what else do I need. I first need to get maybe land. I need to get the equipment. So just small progressively. So that is how you get to whatever idea you want. That's how you achieve.
Yes. And in other words, it sounds like have a business plan.
Yes.
Have a business idea.
Yes.
A proposal of sorts.
Proposal, yes.
Of which in school, when you're taught about a business proposal, you're thinking, oh no, where do I even start? And I know there are even experts who come in and help, but they can never really take your idea and put it down. I mean, there's a lot of gaps in there. So I hear a lot of that. Self-help, write down everything you need and always be ready to represent or rather present it probably to a person who you feel. No, I like that because even personally I've come across so many people like, oh, I want to do this. Myself, I have said it so many times. I have ideas bouncing up and down. I want to do this. I want to do that. But the truth is, I don't write these things down. But you see, when I do, and I have, it becomes so systematic, even in your mind, even if you're not able to give a physical copy of that, you're able to break it down. Like, this is where I start. If nowadays, like you said, small wins, what can you get?
What can you start
exactly
immediately?
It takes nothing to have maybe a social media page. Create awareness. Even prepare.
Even prepare.
You know,
true.
go around looking for, you know, the new little malls coming up here and there, and you find that they're gone are the days where Sarit Center will have to ask you for a 6-month commitment and 5-year lease, and you have to have a few millions so that you don't forget. So I can see the systematic breakdown of that, and I think that is so amazing. So I know it doesn't stop there with you, other than this wonderful book where there are 13 stories on the path to success, of which I must get myself a copy.
Yes, you should.
Yes, there's also another book that you did, Procurement Simplified. And I just want to hear the story behind this. But before that, we're just going to take a short break, have a sip of water, and we come right back.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, I am learning so much. Like I said, we've talked about health, we've talked about bathing, we've talked about everything, but we haven't spoken much about wealth. And we are honored to have Gladys Musyoki on set today, who is unpacking for us a few of her secrets learned along the way. And in case you're just joining us, don't worry, you're right on time, as we're going to hear more about her journey on this session. We'll be right back.